morning everyone, Chris here, and I am working on some software this morning because today is departure day. We're doing about 170 miles from Hadley Harbor near the Cape Cod Canal, and we're going to go all the way on the outside of Long Island. We're going to dip into Sandy Hook and go to a little town called Atlantic Highlands in New Jersey. So we need to plan our route and plan our weather. So I've been obsessing about this all week, but I figure I'd show you the software that I use and some of the cool things that it can tell you. I use this cool software called Predict Wind, and it is pretty neat in that it lets you download the weather information so that you have it if you're offline. So for our trip, it looks like the winds are predicted to never really get above 15 knots, but we've got some really possible slow spots there. Direction, really it's the angle to the boat that we want to look at, and 0 is bad. Oh, we're going to be into the wind a whole lot. I like to be right around 90 either side, so we'll end well. Something tells me this is when we round Sandy Hook, and we're probably going to motor that anyway. Rain, nice to see. Cape, this is how likely is a thunderstorm. 1,000 is bad, 100 is not bad at all. Temperature as low as 17 degrees Celsius, which isn't too bad. It looks like 18 overnight. And then the pressure is building, so the weather's going to get nicer. This is the one I like to look at, the wave height. So we're going to start with nothing. We're going to get up to half a meter, 0.7 meters, so less than 3 feet, which is always nice. Wave direction, wave period, longer is better, so the higher on this is better. So look at that. Even when it's almost 3 feet, it's far apart, so you're probably not even going to notice it. And then the rest of this we haven't upgraded to Pro yet. So let's take a look at the summary. And this is where it really comes in handy because it helps you plan your departure time, and there's a departure planning option over here where it'll do the math on multiple departure times and days. So it looks like it's on average going to take us like a day and a quarter. The last time I was looking at this, it was like a day and a half. So most importantly, we want to leave during sunlight, from this harbor at least, and we want to arrive during sunlight because we've arrived at midnight, 11 o'clock, 1 a.m. in Atlantic Highlands before, and someone had put an unlit barge in the middle of the harbor, and we almost hit it. If it wasn't for AIS, we would not have even known it was there, because our radar's broken. And let's see, what do we see? Lots of different things. The arrival time is important. Now, we can always slow down. So 6 hours of slowdown over a couple of days, not a problem. So looking down, we're looking for max wind, max gusts, 15 knot max gust, and the gust to the thing, they're all real close together, so it's not going to be very gusty at all. And then we go down, time at different wind speeds. You can see that 8 to 20 is my favorite wind speed, and lower wind is boring and can sometimes, well, you have to run your engine, and more can be spicy and exciting, which I do like sometimes, but that's fine. Time against the wind at 15 knots or more is a pain in the butt. We only have 4% of that on one forecast, so I'm guessing we won't see that at all. And waves less than 1 meter, they all agree, so I'm pretty confident in that. But the coolest thing about this software is the map. And we hit play. So this is our, whoops. Fingers, I just did dishes. So each of these lines is a different predicted best path between where we are to where we're going, and it shows you sailing along where we're going. So they all are pretty straight. It looks like it's going to be a relatively uneventful trip, but yeah, for a relatively uneventful trip. And we're going to wait a little later. So we probably won't leave until 10 a.m. to sort of push that time forward of our expected arrival. And I just got this so that we could have there are more details in the weather forecast that we'll have. Like if it's like 2 a.m. and I'm like, when is the wind supposed to come back? I can look here and they do, here, I'll show you. They do an hour by hour wind prediction. So like, and do they think you're going to motor or not? So we can just scroll through this if it's like 3 a.m. and we're like, where's the wind? And we're like, oh, it's supposed to be, it's predicted to be this. Or, you know, yeah. I find that most helpful actually when the wind is like bashing and you're just ready to like slam your head into the wall. Looking at when it's predicted to drop and then taking bets on whether it'll actually drop. And then turning off my keyboard and mouse for that so they don't activate and mess stuff up. So yeah, we're getting ready to go. And PredictWind is one of the cool software apps that we use. There's a version on the web, there's an app that you need active internet for, and then this is the offshore app that'll save the data and let you use it when you don't have a connection. So we're turning stuff on. It is 8:15, and I said we're gonna wait until like 10. So we'll probably start packing up the galley and moving things so that they're less likely to fly across the room. Probably closer to 9. For right now, I'm drinking my tea and trying to resist the urge to just leave right now because I always get excited when it's time to sail. So anyway, hope everyone's having a good day, and I will chat with you later. Probably not until Monday morning though, because, well, probably not until Monday night, because we probably won't have internet during our passage, and it's looking like 40-ish hours. So we'll try to stretch that out as close as we can to 48 hours so that we can arrive with good sunlight, and then we'll sleep most of the day. Because even if we take watches, we're always tired after a passage. And yeah, so then we'll set all the anchor alarms and be good. And yeah, I'm rambling now. I have no idea why. I guess it's my nerves and excitement. So I will chat with you later for real this time. Bye.